Good morning. My name is Muriel and I'm a Tupperware demonstrator, have been a manager over the years, an executive manager, but today just a plain Tupperware demonstrator. I love the product, I love what it does, and it's given me a lot of opportunity to travel the world by selling this wonderful product to countries I wouldn't have been able to afford to go to, and of course enjoyed them very much. So today I'm going to tell you about 5 of my favorite products, and I'm going to start off with my space savers, which I believe no home can be without. As you see in my cupboard, beautifully stacked. Now that I live alone, I need smaller containers, so it's not as many as used to be. As you get older, things get less. These two are also Tupperware, and they can actually drop on a marble, as I've just done, and not break. I love these see-through. Unfortunately, they're not on the market in South Africa, but one never knows what tomorrow holds. Why are the space savers so amazing? Number one, food is kept fresh for far longer, and being housed in a container, mites cannot get to it. And should there be something that you've forgotten about, I've got popcorn, I forget to use it at times, and if anything does start, which we hope it won't, crawling and creeping in the popcorn, it cannot get out of that container. It's got to be there probably for years before the little gentlemen bore their way through. So fresh for longer, clear, you can see exactly what you want at different times. I am a fundi on this, so when it comes to sizing and quantities, I can help you with ease. The space savers have come in different colors today. White is not on the range anymore, blue is not on the range, but in the catalog you'll see the different ones. With the ovals, you lift the seal, you can pour or you take a teaspoon, and it's flattened at the side so that when you take out baking powder or whatever, you can slide your finger and it levels it without any problem at all. When it comes to the squares or the compacts, you need to open each container correctly so that you don't have problems with the seals. What is correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, unbutton each corner and then place it back into position. 2, 3, 4. And that old story of burping has gone with the wind. So that is square number 4. How do I know it's a number 4? Because in the space saver range, each and every product has a number at the base. 5 is the tallest. In the squares, 4 is the tallest. So we went to school once upon a time when we learned that 3 and 1 adds up to 4, 2 and 2 adds up to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 adds up to 4. So whichever way you do it, that's simple, we can all manage. And on the range at the moment, we have a beautiful product called the Tiptop Picture. I don't know if it's called the Tiptop Picture, but I'll call it the Tiptop Picture. It's a 2-litre one. I haven't got stock, but I'm going to show you how it works because I've got my beautiful little one of 500 millilitres. What do I need this little one for? I've got 2 of them, so I buy 2 litres of milk. I place it into my little jug and into the freezer it goes. Take it out, and when I need to decant my milk, I press the one side, pour, and I close. With the 2 litre you have the exact same seal. It's called a seal because it seals the freshness in. No little hochikis can get into it when you're picnicking, and it's an absolute delight. The large one fits into the door of the fridge, 2 litre capacity, and it's on special this month for, I think it's 149 Rand. Then we have, which has been very, very popular on our range, a microwave cum oven range. When you look at the catalogue, you think, that's a lot of money. But always remember, if it's an investment, you will get your money back. And again, my lifestyle has changed, but I have the smallest one of the range, and this is called the Ultra Pro, and it's been used now for the last I think 10 years, 12 years, and if you look at it, it's as good as new. And I so often do roast vegetables, I bake my fish on it, it goes into my oven. I'm not a microwave fan, and if you see my kitchen, I don't even possess a microwave oven, because microwave cooking has never been my forte. Have a look at the catalogue, and please look at these products, and then you can phone me or email me and I'll tell you more about them. And of course, easy washing. Talking about easy washing, Tupperware is fully guaranteed to be used in the dishwasher. Whether you, in any section of the dishwasher, you don't have to put it into a hotter or a colder section. There is one thing I personally get annoyed about, is that when you open the dishwasher, excuse me, very often it's not as dry as you want it, so one or two of the items that are not dry, put on your dish drying rack, an hour later they're all dry, or just take your dishcloth. So this is part of the Ultra Pro range. To be well organized in the mad world that we live in, freezing has become a very much part of our lives, and I love my freezer. Very much love my freezer, because cook ahead of time, decant into Tupperware, not into little funny plastic buckies, which are the plastic could be toxic. Tupperware is non-toxic, and you've got a sign at the base that shows you that it's non-toxic. The glass and the knife. These are the good old square rounds that have been around, and I think everybody knows a square round. We are changing our design to call them cubics. They're much the same sizing, and as you see, I've still got a Tupperware label from ages ago. I made mince, and they're both mince. I made a big lot into the container. Open when it comes out of the freezer. Don't open immediately. Give it at least an hour or two to come to room temperature, and all square containers get opened, even if it's on the space savers, by corner by corner by corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. I took this out about a half an hour ago, and it's defrosted sufficiently for me to open the seal without any problem. My minced meat, beautifully ready to be used, and of course you can even get, pity you can't be with me, but the aroma is very good. Seal it again, first warning position, onto the second, onto the third, and onto the fourth, and into the freezer it goes. And you can see the stackability is terrific. At the moment it's in the catalogue as square rounds. Soon it'll be only the cubics, but they are identical products. Vegetables are very important to be kept fresh. And in the catalogue we have Vent Smart. The Vent Smart has ridges at the base, and at the top there's a little vent that gets opened and closed. My one is very different, but I have the same little vents there, so open for air to circulate. I don't ever close the vents, they must be open. And just to show you that a week ago, square containers, unbutton each corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you slide your fingers, and you can see I cut up my carrots, did wash them and dry them, and they're crisp and beautiful, and this is already a week later. And just to show you that at the base you've got ridges. A bit difficult to see on the camera, but there are the ridges. Reason being is that the moisture can go into the ridges and not interfere with your fruit or veggies. Back to square seals, 1, 2 to a second, to the third, to the fourth, and this one's also got a lip to guide you when opening and also when closing. In the catalogue it's called the Vent Smart. The last few months the company have been bringing the compacts out, not compacts, stackable compacts in different sizes. Laugh at my colours, they do look not too beautiful. Pink and yellow and more pink, but over the years you give family a piece of cake, they don't bring back the container or they don't bring back the seal, but the stackability remains the same. This is double the capacity to this. So there again, if you've got leftovers, the big amount of rice, but the few slices of meat go there. Or next time it may be, I don't know, vegetables or soup or whatever. And again, the sealing is the same story always. If it's square or elongated, one corner down to the third and fourth, and then the little lip guides you to opening, closing. Can these go into the freezer? Yes. Vitally important when it comes out of the freezer, I may repeat myself 10 times, but doesn't matter. Do not open immediately. You are then in time to stretch the seals, put it down on the countertop and allow it to come to room temperature. Easy to open, easy to seal again, and retaining freshness in the container. So now I've given you, I have another one that I love, and that is called the Grater, and that is currently on the catalogue. Grate your carrots, grate cheese. My favorite one is the cheese. I always put it on a plate, and just one movement down. And isn't it amazing to see that on the side you've got gradients? So if you want to do, there is 200 milliliters of cheese or 300 milliliters for a particular recipe. It is easy, just judge before the time, and as you grate, always do it on a plate, please. And as you grate, when it reaches there, you don't have to go and take a cup out and start measuring. And the grater section clips out very easily, washes beautifully, and I think this could easily be about 15 years old, because I used it in my previous home and it's many years. And as you can see, it's fresh and bright and beautiful, and the handle well designed to get your grip. Thank you for listening to me. Not too gabbled.
Brilliant.
Not too gabbled.
I'm going to tell you something which might upset you.
No, nothing upsets me.
That was live. I put you on the internet. That was live. But I didn't want to tell you because